one Legion raid and then an Abyssal raid in 1 year. So that's what people were mostly worried about in the long. It just gets really repetitive, and you want new things.
You know what's crazy though? Coming
Check,
from
check, 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 check,
check,
check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
I'm just so used to the idea that like 6 months is like a normal amount of time for a new raid to come out. But, like Albert, you were playing during the golden age of Lost Ark. You remember, but you remember with Lost Ark. Vulcan, Vicus, Clown, Brel, they were like 2 months apart from each other.
Yeah, they were 1 or 2 months apart. So I came.
Oh, am I on the right capture? Yes, I am. Sorry, I'm just checking many things here. It's been a long day for me. I did a lot today. I did a 9-hour shift. And then I rested for about 3 hours. And then I went to do laundry. And then I did my grocery shopping for the month. I balanced my checkbook. And I registered for a new bank card. And I checked my funds and did all my banking. I moved all my groceries to the house and unpacked them all and put them away. I haven't done my laundry yet. I'll do that tonight when I go to bed. And it has been a long day. It has been a long, long day. And it's just going to get longer. And on top of it, the zombie server is down. And so we don't talk about that. We don't act sad about it. We don't get disappointed because Russ will always be there. Russ will always be there. Even 20 years, Russ will still be there in some way or form. And so I'm not too worried about today, you know? And that's and on top of it, I don't mind this progression that I got on my main character on 76 on the PC. I don't mind it. So we do some Fallout 76, which is alright. Yeah, we listen to a podcast and we just get ourselves towards this evening. I didn't even buy alcohol this week because I was like, man, I just feel like I've spent a lot of money on marijuana and I'm just like trying to be better about my finances and try to keep it all together.
The inoculations, they're on their way? Look, Now that one crisis is over, it's time. A few other people from 76 made the trek into the mountains to find this treasure we keep hearing about. It's a vault. Vault 79. Sealed tight with no obvious way in. The rumor mill about what's inside is running wild. We don't have a way in, but I think I have a plan to at least find out what's inside. Every student who graduates Vault-Tec University has a story about the restricted wing, where all the higher-ups would have their meetings. And not just stuffy professors and their Mr. Handy assistants.
Strawberry banana.
I mean sit-downs with government officials.
Oh my
the
god.
military.
It's so good. Kicks like a mule too.
Over 25 years in the making for me, but it's time to finally see what it's hiding. Meet you there?
Yeah, I gotta crack some legendaries first, yes, but you know, like for instance that one. Piece of shit. And we'll go after that. How's that? I should have joined a team and gotten higher XP turn in for that because it was probably a big chunk of a level. I don't know why I didn't. We'll join a team now. Full, almost full. These guys seem like they'd probably be around longer. We're gonna just inspect the perks here. We see that everything's good. I don't know what else I need, but I know that I need, it wouldn't be bad to have that, though I don't know. See, I want rifles, right? The expert commando. Automatic rifles. And it's expert rifleman, right? Yeah, expert rifleman, yeah. Not enough points to equip a special. I'm gonna kick, to experts. Wow, that's actually particularly strong too. Wow. Sneak to lose enemies, and running no longer affects stealth is pretty good. I own that one. Yeah, it would be nice to see. I don't think I can work with perception, however. I can't. But... So what is it, though? It's in perception. It's in perception, oh, yeah. Your rifles now reload 10% better and have better hipfire accuracy. It's ground pounder, and it's in perception. I could drop the 5 points out of... Oh, man. Your rifles... Yeah, all of my rifles, right? Although I don't think the harpoon's a rifle. I don't know. Is the... Yeah... Gun Fu seems really good. I wish I had more agility. Wow. Magnetic is another one that I feel like I could draw points out of agility now. Like, I don't really need them as much. Yeah, like that one moving target, I could drop that out and put it in charisma for this one. Yeah, let's rank up this thing, injector. That magnetic personality one, that one's super strong and it's only 2 points. And I could dock out. This one, evasive, is super powerful, and so is marathoner, and so is action girl. But moving target could be subbed out. Yeah, because it's like, you know, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, 45 DR while sprinting is good. It allows me to reach my fucking target pretty safely without getting hurt very bad. Yeah, 40, and it makes you basically like invincible when you're sprinting, which is actually really good. And I don't know what else I can sub out here. I could sub out concentrated fire, but it's starting to be real good. I like, man, that bloody mess and that serendipity. See, everything in my chart is super crucial except for demolition expert, which I'm not using that much. I'm learning now that 5 points is almost sinful. I needed to put 2 points back into the intelligence chart. So let's just go look at what intelligence stuff there is. I don't think there's anything I missed, though. I've been looking at intelligence fairly closely. It's a short chart. There's not much in it. Nerve rage is great. It wouldn't be bad to put, you know, 2 points into that. What's this? Oh, nice. Somebody joined, huh? Yeah, we're just gonna double check all of our stream stuff here just to make sure that we're what we should be doing. Yep. And then we come here to kick. There you go. Okay. Good. Yeah, the titles are good. We're gonna go check out the YouTube, make sure my title's good there. Nope, title's bad there, so we're gonna change it. Sorry guys on YouTube. YouTube is incompetent. I can't force them to do title changes well, even though my Streamlabs told them what the title was. They bungled it, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I caught it about 15 minutes in, and I'm so sorry. I usually catch it faster. It's hard to catch the different ways that the programs can be incompetent and fight you directly. It's hard to predict. It's hard to predict program incompetence and how it's going to attack you and try to destroy your career. It just happens every day. Streamlabs, usually. Yeah. So, okay, enter Vault Tech University for overseer, overseen. Vault Tech University, I don't even know where that is. How's my weight? I gotta go. My weight's over. I gotta go disenchant. Might as well loot her house then. Oh, I lost my frames. Nice. Yep. Oh, that reminds me. Yep. So we go boost, or I'm sorry, not boost, but Z. Oh, mutated for event. Swarm of suitors. 5 people in swarm of suitors. Stop the Mirelurk swarm. Okay. But no, I'm not ready for that. What I do need to do is go downstairs and. Or not go downstairs, but go to the benches around the corner and crack all my gear. And I need to go see. I'm just not ready for my day yet. I want to go to this event, but I mean, I have to sleep to get my rested XP bonus. I've got to crack all the legendaries I have because I believe finally my legendary script is reset, and I want to do it at a sane time, like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, because that's good. Like tomorrow, I'll log in after that, and I'll be ready to crack more legendaries because I have like 30 legendaries, and I've got to crack them all. It's going to be annoying. And it's going to pay out. And it's going to give me nice... What am I after? I mean, I'm after more of these powder rifles. And more melee weapons with speed on them. I'm looking for a vampire speed weapon. But I don't think I'm going to get one. So I just keep trying. But right now, this weekend, it's cheap. It's cheap to buy legendaries. So I've got to take advantage and crack a lot of legendaries this weekend. So I don't know what we do here. We're just going to crack like everything that we have. Yeah. Yep. No weapons, huh? At all? Like, what? I mean, how is that right? There, that's why, that's why. It's okay. You're a part of it, get off me. And then, yeah, like... You know, yeah, it never occurred to me how cool that might actually be. Let's go see if it's actually good. See, it's only cool if the... It constrains the arms, but it doesn't. So why would you ever wear that? Yeah, it like doesn't look too good, you know? It looks ghetto. Wow, her armor looks fucking weird. But the armor looks like a little more cool, you know? I think I like the armor. She looks like she's moving faster when she's not in the suit. Stash box is full. Son of a bitch. Well, can I at least warp? Yes, I can. I'm gonna go back to this. So I'm currently watching a current State of Lost Ark podcast with Asmongold and a whole bunch of other people.
Yeah, you came in around this time, right, with your friends?
Yeah. I came around this time for Grill, so we were playing. Like you were so motivated to play to catch up to the latest raid, right?
Right. Talk about your experience real fast when you started playing the game, because you started during all that raid stuff. Progression wasn't the easiest yet at this point. They didn't implement a lot of the features yet that made it easier. But you went through the process. Some of you and your friends wailed a little bit. Some of you didn't. But what was it like going through Vulcan, Vicus, Clown, Brel in that like 8-month period?
So, that's when like most of the streamers just got into the game, and then the streamers just gather up, and they just do tri-parties for Valton and stuff. We take like 10 hours each, like Valton 10 hours, like Vicus 10 hours, and Clown just takes like 10 hours, those kind of days, where everyone just has fun and everything. The progression itself, and the progression, you couldn't progress unless you sweat. That was one thing too. If I wanted to get to my main character Bro, I had to sweat. But that's how Korean games work. If you want to push faster, you have to sweat. That's how it works. It's pay to progress. And if I wanted to go to Bro faster than others, within the time being, that's what I needed to do. And then when Bro was there, we kept playing Bro, and then my ults kept getting to Bro level, and then we just into this big ass monster where it just generates all the time. And then for 1 year, like I remember the Stoops is remember you always say that every time you tune, I'm always in Bro, right? That's because I have six characters every time I'm doing 1-6. And when you keep doing that, you actually did not progress at all, because the amount of gold that you made, you spend it on something else. You spend like your 7th health or something, right? And when you just keep on playing for a year, you don't know what eye level Khan's gonna be. You don't know when Kangyo came out. Kangyo was on top of those 3 raids, so the number of hours needed to play was like 9+ a day. Just to keep everything going. This is like not even including Guardians and daily, so it decreased a little bit. Yeah.
So when you started doing that, it was a little bit casual. Before you knew it, you had like this insane roster that was doing a bunch of things.
Exactly.
Then every couple months, you had a new raid. Well, coming from like other games before this, I'm so used to the idea that like 6-7 months for like a new raid, that's actually not an outrageous
Jesus
thing.
Christ, yes it is.
Really normal.
Pretty good. Yeah.
It's good.
So I've thought about this a lot, right? And so what I've kind of realized though is there's 2 things. Well, first, I want to 3 things I want to talk about. The first thing is that they promised now in the stream that they're going to continue the pacing of what they said. They're going to go back to the old raid schedule of releasing raids more consistently, which I don't know how the fuck they're going to achieve that. The second thing though is, you know, when you cause we talked about this a lot, Sam. When I came from WoW to Lost Ark, it was a lot more casual friendly when I was playing, And I was talking to you. I'm like, yeah, dude, you would tell me that it would take you, a dry spell was like 3 months, 4 months, right? And then it obviously took 7 months, right? But the thing that I realized is that in WoW, when you're doing it, it does take 6-7 months for a new raid tier. But in that raid, you gear up through the raid, and then you're done. And you deadass can log off, and then come back for the next raid tier. So I want to talk about tier 4 a little bit here, but there is no, in Lost Ark, because the next item level requires you to play through till the next tier. Like, you have to be gearing as it goes on, right? Like, it's not like
money.
Or spending money, right? Like, there's no way, like, you're not gonna do Brel shots, like, get the Brel gear, and that gear that you get that takes you 6 weeks to farm or whatever, 4 weeks to farm, you can't log off then. You gotta now hone that up. And so that's what I'm kind of getting at, what I'm realizing is that if you're Benji and it becomes repetitive, that's because you're farming to do a con after Brel, right? And so you're gonna have to be playing and grinding out those materials after you get the set to then make it to a con. So there's, although it's 7 months of waiting, you're not actually able to wait. You're not able to log off and say, all right, I'll come back for the Econ update. They're gonna expect you to log into the game and then do those repetitive dailies and those same raids over and over and over again, because you're gonna need that to get to that raid tier rather than just getting the gear from the raid. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, but it's not. Isn't that also because Lost Ark isn't like based on seasons? Because aren't a lot of the other MMOs like based on seasons, and that's like those kind of raids kind of come out like 6 and 7.
I don't think most MMOs are based off seasons. No.
Most other MMOs are expansion based.
Expansion
So,
based. They're not season
long period of
based.
time, then an expansion comes out, and then within that expansion they have like a roadmap of raids that they're releasing.
Some of these people
like,
never even played WoW, because it's an entirely different generation at that point. These are like the grandkids of the fucking, of like my generation. Not the grandkids, but the kids of my generation. So, I mean, these kids are only about 5 years younger than me. I mean, they're like, not that, they're like 35. Most of these guys, they're like 35. It's weird because they seem like they're all my age, even though they're like 5 years younger. You know, they're about 5 years younger, yeah, I would say. They're like, I think Asmongold is probably about 35, I think. Yeah. And, you know, that it's just weird. It's weird, like that's such a different culture that they don't even really know what a WoW raid is. But I mean, where I come from, everybody knew what a WoW raid was. Everybody.
your gear, you just do the raid.
Right, so you don't have to.
Why is that guy
playing the game
peaceful?
for those,
That's weird.
Right?
You do have to get the gear, right? I mean, like, there's a bit of give and take. It's not like you complete the raid once, but there's like a very clear end point, and that end point, at least like for, I would say, Final Fantasy and WoW, to the best of my understanding, is relatively achievable. It's not like this is some impossible
anybody can
thing
do
you
it.
can't do.
Anybody could do the interior. You just had to die a
So,
lot.
The crazy thing is,
while you
I
learned it.
think in the 2020,
Eventually, the
one
gear
on
the gear
Winter,
brings everybody up so much that they can carry you.
Gold River was still on the top.
Eventually,
Right?
especially
And we actually
post
said
like
sometimes
Legion,
at the time,
it used to be right around Legion. It became possible to carry people through raids, but it didn't before Legion. You couldn't. I guess you could do it in WoD, but post like in MoP you could. So I mean, yeah, the last time that I enjoyed World of Warcraft immensely was like Kata, and that was the last time that the raids were good. Was like Kata, I would say, and that's when I quit raiding too. When at the end of Kata, well, no, I'm sorry, MoP. Like I didn't do MoP raids. I did Firelands, which is Kata. Yeah, that's Kata. Like I didn't do MoP raids. I only did dailies. That's it, and like all the professions and PvP. A lot of PvP. And missed his ass. God damn it. It's weird because I can hit legs really well with this thing for some reason. It seems to really like legs. It doesn't miss. Which, like, it's so funny. Like, time to shoot some legs. Yeah, if I was going to be a gunfighter in real life, I wouldn't be shooting for headshots like everybody else does. I was shooting your legs so you can't walk. Can't chase me. Can't run from me. Shoot you in the leg. A lot, too. But I'll shoot you like 5-6 times in both legs. Make sure you can't fucking walk. You know? Vaultech University.
It was a very endearing message. This was during the time where this was right after Heartfell came out in Korea.
So it used to not be possible to get carried in a raid. You could do it if there was like 18 people of the 25 were super geared and super competent and were talking to each other in the vent or the Discord. You could do it. But it was difficult. It was difficult to do.
Hostile target identified. Intruder, identify yourself. Kill. False alarm.
Why not let the robot deal with it? Beastly nuisance. Done with.
So where I'm going with this is like the minute that it became possible for like 6 people to carry a full raid of other people who did nothing, it was like 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 2 DPS. And then if the rest of the raid was just trying to do their jobs, you could get carried by 6 people. I would say post Kata, Mop, or further. And Mop was harder, but it's still it was like harder to do, but it was still possible. And it really started in Heroic Firelands when people could solo the trash for these BOE epics that were worth basically more money than God. Like even real life money, it was like thousands of dollars, these BOE epics. And you know, and that sparked this thing where like, oh, 6 people can carry 20 like 20. And that's just, I mean, that's when it got toxic and shitty and the genre died. When they let the shitheads who do this too much control the power of it, it ruined it.
There was like a lot of controversies associated with player burnout because the raids were coming out too fast at that point.
I know there's
Sounds like
a
a wild
restricted
concept,
section
but
of the
Smilegate had to
university.
apologize
You
because they
think
were
the
making raids
students
too
never
fast.
notice who comes
Basically,
and goes?
They were upset about that.
Does
So during that
what
low
you
on
may
winter,
have
Goldiver said,
seen or heard
this next
before
year
you graduated. Overseer. That is not my concern. Oh, I see one of your residents has arrived. Come here. We need to discuss this ridiculous request of yours. The Overseer mentioned there would be more people.
This is so
coming,
much better than Rose.
assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that. Neither of you have Vaultech University credentials. Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university. Nah, former students.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No.
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast tracking your overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me. The condition of the outside world is not my problem.
I can relate.
I see.
The condition of the
Neither
outside world is not my
you
problem.
Are going to relent. Very well. There is a problem you can help me with. This university needs graduates, and while your overseer has already been through the program, you are living and breathing enough to join this year's class.
This is ridiculous. Even if we had 4 years to waste, which we don't, the university is empty. There's no professors anymore.
Emergency protocols allow the Mr. Handy janitorial staff to run entrance straight through to the final exam. Their ability to run the fall simulation is experimental, but more